There's a magazine called Gents Talk. Justin Baldoni was interviewed by Gents Talk. He broke down in the interview. We are going to get into that right now, and we're going to talk about why. Why did Justin Baldoni break down in that interview? We're also going to talk about who he is, and we're going to talk about what has been happening. I'm Sister Cerise. Stick with me. So there's an article that's coming out called Gents Talk, and it's coming out on Feb 10th. OMG. This is going to be a ball-breaking interview because I'm more referring to Ryan Reynolds. Ryan Reynolds, first of all, Canadian actor. Some of you guys might know him. I go more into detail in another video that I put out just before this one. But what happened was he is married to Blake Lively, and Blake Lively filed a grievance lawsuit against Justin Baldoni. Some of us haven't even heard about Justin Baldoni. So first of all, let's talk about him, and then we're going to get into why he was crying in the Gents Talk interview. Justin Baldoni is an American actor, director, producer, and author. He's best known for his role as Raphael Solano in the hit TV series Jane the Virgin. Now that rolled between 2014 and 2019. Beyond acting, he's a filmmaker. He's always focused on projects that promote social impact, challenge on traditional views and of masculinity. Now, here's some key facts about him. He was born January 24th, that makes him an Aquarius, 1994. He's from Los Angeles, California. His ethnicity is Italian and Jewish heritage. Religion, he was raised in the Baha'i faith, which influences his humanitarian work. He married to Emily Baldoni. She's a Swedish actor, and they've been together since 2013. They have 2 kids, Maya and Maxwell. Now, here's some of his career highlights. Like I said, he played Raphael Solano in Jane the Virgin. He directed 5 Feet Apart in 2019 and Clouds in 2020, and both of them were emotional dramas. He's also the author of Man Enough, Undefining My Masculinity 2021, Exploring Modern Masculinity. Now, Justin Baldoni, he actually did a TED Talks, and you know, TED Talks are pretty cool, and the TED Talks was called I'm Done Trying to Be Man Enough. He really focuses on breaking boundaries, you know, and also talking about mental illnesses, mental health. He likes to talk about stereotypes, and he really believes in gender equality. So a lot of people were surprised when this grievance lawsuit from Blake came out. Now, let's fill in all the little blanks of why he was crying in Gents Talk. Like he was talking about in this article. Now, of course, the article's coming out tomorrow on the 10th of Feb, and I'm doing this video right now on the 9th, so we really don't know too much about it, but there is a teaser that's out, and it is saying that he cried, and he was saying throughout the whole entire past year, he had intense anxiety and intense feelings of just, you know, feeling like what is going on in my world right now. The movie that he did with his co-star, Blake Lively, is called It Ends With Us. It is another drama, and it's about domestic V. It was a very serious film. And now his co-star, what she did was she sued him when the film was done. She sued him, first of all, December 20th, but not for any type of like to go to court and sit down and talk about this type of thing. Like she didn't charge him. She just went to the courts and was allowed to file a grievance suit. And what that grievance lawsuit is that she's just basically saying things that he did to her on set that were inappropriate. Like, if he did something so inappropriate, and this is a man who fights for gender equality, and this is a man who talks about all this stuff in a TED Talks, a whole entire show, why wouldn't you want to look out for the next women that he's going to be co-starring with, Blake Lively? Why wouldn't you? Especially if you are a woman with standards and you feel like this is a huge enough situation for you to go make a complaint against him. Well, he clapped back and he's like, no, that's not true. Especially after she made a whole entire article about him in the New York Times. Could you imagine? You are a man in Hollywood. You're making it in the most recent years. You know, first you're on TV and, you know, then all of a sudden you're doing your dream job. You are producing, you're directing, you are finally in movies that make you feel like you're making a difference. Dramas. They're not funny movies. And I love funny movies, don't get me wrong. I love a good comedy. But he's trying to make points in these videos. He's trying to bring attention to these humanitarian concerns. And now he makes this movie with her. It ends with us. And she comes out after all the money is made and after he tried to deal with her demands, even when wardrobe ran way over the budget. Do you know how much wardrobe was over budget? So there's a certain amount of money set aside for wardrobe in most films. $430,000 USD this film ran over. I couldn't even imagine it, how that could happen. But she refused to go and do fittings, and she wanted all of the clothes brought to her house. So that means you have to hire trucks. That means you have to hire people. You have to pay them for their time. These are professionals. These people, they work on set. And so, you know, she's wasting people's time. And some of them are needing to get paid overtime. You know, this is not really cool. So now he has filed a lawsuit against her and her husband. And the lawsuit is defamation of character and trying to ruin his career. And now he's going and he's doing interviews. He did this interview with Gents Talk, and it is going to, I believe, tomorrow, just break the whole entire internet. It will go viral. And that's not going to look so good for Ryan and Blake Lively. Ryan didn't even show up at the Critics' Choice Awards because he said he had another engagement and he wanted to, you know, be committed to that prior engagement. Okay, Ryan, like you're not going to go and pick up all of your awards that you were getting, because he was given awards at the ceremony. But he just felt like he wanted to stay at that spotlight, I'm sure, because that spotlight is like huge right now. And not only that, I also feel like there are problems on the rise. I do feel like there's going to be a lot more hitting. Now, the lawsuit itself that Justin Baldoni is gauging against Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively is going to happen March 2026. And the exact date right now is March 6, 2026. Now, I just did a video prior to this one on a movie coming out called Another Simple Favor. It's a sequel by Anna Kendrick and also Blake Lively. And I'm thinking to myself that Blake Lively and her husband Ryan Reynolds would probably do a lot better settling out of court with Justin Baldoni, because Justin Baldoni has the receipts. He has a lot going on. He even made a website. His lawyer made a website with all of this stuff that he has proof of, and he feels like he's going in. I'm going in. Yes, he's going in. And so it looks like, I believe, Ryan and Blake are going to wait. They're going to see how much their fans love them. Like, for instance, maybe the fans will be like, oh, Blake, you did a really good job. Great job on that film. It was awesome. Another Simple Favor. Another great film. Awesome. And that could quite possibly happen. But it looks to me like Justin Baldoni is like, no, that's not going to happen. No, we're not going to watch that go down. No. I'm going to show the world what fury and what power I have, because nobody is going to go against me and say things that I did not do. And now did Justin Baldoni maybe linger too much touching the hair of Blake Lively on set? Possibly. I said it before and I'll say it again. When you are filming on any set, there's the candid outtakes. There's, even when you're recording, I used to sing back in the day. You go into the studio, here's a good story. One day I went into the studio looking at my lyrics and I'm reading my lyrics and I'm like, boom. My producer clicked record. And then at the end of the day, when we were listening to all the recordings, I was like, when was that one? And he was like, it was the first one when you stepped into the studio booth. I was like, wow, there we go. Candid outtake. And this is what happens on set with actors. They have these candid outtakes. And it could be that he was just getting into character and he's like touching her hair. And because all of it is being filmed. All of it. When they are on set, unless he says cut, it is being filmed. This was being filmed. So every time he touched her hair a little bit longer, he smelled her hair a little bit more than she wanted to. He leaned in and he gave her an unscripted kiss. This is all on film. It's all being recorded, So he was doing some candid outtakes, I believe. So what he was saying is, girl, you're trying to say that I went into your trailer while you were breastfeeding uninvited? Well, here's some receipts saying you told me you're pumping, but you can come on into my trailer and we can go over some lines together. Because she did. She was pumping. She had a 4-month-old baby at the time during filming of It Ends With Us. And she left a text message for him saying, I'm just pumping, but you can come on in and we can go over lines. And then she says that he went into her dressing room without her permission. That might just be her husband getting a little too involved. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to check out the article, and when it comes out tomorrow, and I will do a little video on it and some of the things that he talks about other than his anxiety, because I do believe he had anxiety a lot throughout the year, and that anxiety probably hit him tenfold when the article came out. My gosh, the article in the New York Times. When the New York Times writes an article, this is a reputable newspaper. They are supposed to write something that is credited, that is credible. They are supposed to write something that is the truth. And now they're seeing that maybe there is something undercover. So let's look at that article together tomorrow, and we will see what's really happening in the world of Justin Baldoni and where his head is right now. I love herbal tea. Today I'm drinking Earl Grey and green tea. If you know of any good teas, let me know. And if you would like to send me some good teas, my link is below. I live in the Dominican Republic, but I do have an American address where you can send me some tea, and I will mention your name on air. All right, guys. We're closing this one down. Please take a moment to subscribe. You'll help my channel grow. Right now, I have 855 subscribers. Oh my gosh, thank you so much, guys. I went up 6 subscribers in the last 2 days. Oh, you don't know how special that is to me, and the fact that you guys are spending time with me. I'm going to go into tell all about myself as the days go on. I always like to talk a little bit about myself in my videos anyway, but I want to share something with you guys. I have braces. I have red elastics there right now on ceramic braces because for some reason my dentist never has transparent elastics. So then that brings me to my next point. Why did I get ceramic? when you can still see the elastics. That's okay though, because these braces will be coming off by September, I believe. And I'll share that whole little, journey with you guys. If you are looking to come to the Dominican Republic, let me know. I help people come here and visit and also have a good time. And my gosh, I've been living here for almost 7 years, and I live in a place called Puerto Plata, Sosua. So check it out online. All right, guys. I love you so much. Please take good care of yourself. Look out for my next video. Watch my other video that I just did. It gives out a lot more information about the lawsuit with Justin Baldoni and also Blake and her husband. And also the movie that Blake is bringing out right now. Oh, it's packed with information. Go watch it. Now I'm going to do a video on the difference between Kim Kardashian and Bianca Censori. Oh my gosh, do you know that Kim Kardashian did a whole full-out nude for W magazine back in the day? And the photos look so similar. Even the body shapes kind of look similar, but without the butt. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me. I love you, and I think you are so amazing. Hit that thumbs up button and keep subscribing. Take care of yourself. Be good to yourself out there. Big Sister Cerise here. I'll see you soon. Thank you for sharing time with me.